guys, welcome to my Wendigo build guide, which is combination of nature and runes. Without further ado, let's jump to the skills. Okay, so now for the skills is pretty simple. First of all, your main source of damage here is the wolves. We wanna max out everything. Some people don't max out this skill because they think it's weak, but the thing here is that the more points you add here, the more reduction to enemies' health it deals. So it's pretty good against bosses. So max this out, even it looks like a low skill. Next, you wanna fully max out your nymph. She is pretty strong, and now with a new expansion she has some amazing skills. Nothing really here. Max everything is useful and strong. Next, maxed out Heart of Orc, mandatory skill in nature, max out every time. Tranquility of Water, if you are not a mage, you don't want to max it out, just 1 point here. Permanence of Stone, max this out every time. Element resistances are very important, especially in Legendary. Next, Regrowth. You don't have to use this skill, but I choose to use it because it's very defensive. And when you have recharge, it's very strong, and you will keep up your summons alive all the time. Next, just put 1 point in Plague. It's very strong against bosses. You will melt them, and they will deal less damage to him. Okay, now for the rune mastery. First of all, max out Rune War Feather. Very important Rune War. Offensive ability is always good. Strength required for weapons is also very good. Next, you wanna max out Rune of Life. Vitality, damage resistance, and bleeding resistance is mandatory in Legendary, and you can't kill Hades when you have minus vitality resistances. He will just one-shot you. Okay. Now, next is our rune weapon. You can pretty much max what you want here, but I choose to max out just base because it adds total damage, which is very important for our build. For our build, elemental damage and intelligence is useless, but total damage is still good, so I max it out. Magical charge is good. You can max it out. It adds some serious elemental damage. Energy drain is very good. You can max it out all the time because it reduces offensive ability of your enemies and slows them. Also heals you a bit. And now for transmutation. This is very important. Our build don't wanna use transmutation because we are pierce and physical damage based build. So if you put any points here, it will mess our build, and it will deal 0 damage. Next, Rune War Absorb, very important. Add survivability to your build, and you will die less times. Sacred Rage is also very good. Another survivability skill. And you can add frightening power if you want. I don't just want to because I don't like the fear. I want enemies to be close to me all the time so I can kill them fast. And on the top of that, you can use energy armor, which has some nice stun resistances and damage absorb. Okay, that's all for the skill. Now let's see the gear. The gear is very simple. It's based around Guise of the Hornet God set. You can use 3 pieces, as I do. Wild Hunt, Stack of the Helm of Cernunnos, Harness of Cernunnos. The 4th piece is Torque of Cernunnos, but that amulet is pretty defensive based, and we won't add some more damage to our build. So these 3 pieces are mandatory for this build. Next, you wanna use a Druid Loop for some nice stats, and mainly for offensive and defensive ability. Next, Apollo's Wheels, another good stats. Shield of the Fire Legion for your vitality, damage resistances, and nice stats. And I think the highest block in the game. Archmace Clasps, very good item, mainly used for attack speed, casting speed and recharge, which is very good for this build. Penat Immortal Rage, I think the most powerful amulet in the game. Just beautiful item, beautiful. Belisama's Graves, very good defensive item and also adds some damage to your build. Pierce and less damage for constructs is very good. And Symbol of Polymath is very nice for this build, just adds total stats and completion bonus rolled for elemental resistances, which is very good. Okay, that was the build, and now let's see some killing. Just buff up with Rune of Life. You can see our resistances. You can also use your energy armor. And let's go.